The IBU World Cup returned to Soldier Hollow for the first time in 5 years, and the U.S. biathlon team made the most of it, starting with the men's relay. Norway's Sturla Holm Lagride shot fast and clean from prone to lead early in leg 1, but a 2 for 8 shooting performance from standing put Lagride into the penalty loop 3 times around, ultimately tagging in 18th of 21 teams, 1 minute and 5 seconds off leaders France and Czech Republic. Local boy and Park City native Vincent Bonacci used his familiarity with his home venue, shooting a perfect 10 for 10 to put the United States in third place just 10 seconds back at the first exchange. Italy's Tommaso Giacomel exploited 2 penalty loops from France's Emilien Jacquelin in the standing to exchange in first place at the halfway mark, with Ukraine 31 seconds back in second. Norway's Tarjei Bø used only 1 extra round to move Norway up from 18th to 3rd, just 36 seconds off the lead. Sean Doherty overcame 3 extra rounds to keep the United States in podium contention, tagging 5th, 2 seconds behind Norway and Germany. Johannes Tinges Bø then took over in leg 3, with perfect shooting to tag in first place. Campbell Wright shot 9 for 10 with a single extra round to put the United States in second place, just 36 seconds off Norway, and a second ahead of Germany at the final exchange. Vetle Sjostad Christensen held his 32nd lead on the final leg to extend Norway's World Cup relay winning streak to 12 straight. Jake Brown clean prone but succumbed to Italy's Lucas Hofer and Germany's Philipp Navrath to cross the finish line in 4th for the United States, a great performance in front of a home crowd. It was the best men's relay for the United States in the modern era, behind the 3rd place finish in 1988 in Ruhpolding.
Fans were great, especially for a Friday. It was awesome just to hear yelling for the U.S. everywhere. So, really special feeling, and having it be at my home World Cup, that's amazing. Really good. I don't have more pressure because it's home, but I have a little more inspiration because I don't know, want to put on for my city, as Jeezy said.
France's Justine Brassard-Boucher blazed on the skis to take the women's sprint victory despite a missed shot on the day. World Cup leader Ingrid Landmark Tannervold of Norway shot clean and nailed down second place, increasing her chances at taking the overall Crystal Globe. France made it a bookend podium with clean shooting Lou Jean Monod finishing 5.8 seconds slower than Tannervold for 3rd. American Margie Freed, in just her 7th World Cup start, hit 8 for 10 and set a personal best with 32nd place to lead Team USA on the day. Deidre Irwin contended early, going clean from the prone position and sitting 7th after all competitors checked in after the first shooting stage, but then missed 4 in the standing to end the day in 58th place, sneaking into Sunday's pursuit, while Chloe Levens finished just outside the top 60 in 61st. Kelsey Dickinson hit 8 for 10 to finish in 78th. France's Emilien Jacquelin in bib number 2 and U.S. Biathlon's Campbell Wright in bib 5 set fast early times in the men's sprint. They were separated by 5.5 seconds atop the leaderboard after shooting 1. From there, Jacquelin turned up the ski speed, but that led to 2 misses from the standing position. By the time Wright entered the standing chute, it was clear that his time posted early in the prone shooting was holding against the best in the world. Wright rhythmically dropped the first 4 targets from standing, but flinched on the final shot, missing the 10th and final shot of the day. Jacquelin led at the finish despite the 2 misses, with Wright in second with the 1 miss. As each of the biggest names in the sport failed to move past the early starting duo, Sebastian Samuelsson from bib 22 finally shot clean to slot between Jacquelin in the lead and Wright, who would move down to 3rd after Samuelsson crossed the line. 8 starters later, Jacquelin's 22-year-old teammate Eric Perrault shot perfectly and charged to the line to move past Jacquelin for the lead and ultimately take his first career win. Norway's Sturla Holm Lagride moved into the 3rd spot from midfield with a single penalty on the day, but teammate Johan Olaf Botten, starting 3rd from last, took the 3rd and final spot of the podium with clean shooting, pushing Lagride off the podium to 4th and Campbell Wright to a personal best 6th place and his first time in the flower ceremony. Jake Brown hit 8 for 10 to finish 46th. Sean Doherty and Maxime Germain each hit 7 for 10 to finish 50th and 57th respectively to move all 4 Americans to the pursuit start on Sunday.
It was great. I'm going to be honest, the Home World Cup is greatly exceeding my expectations. I wasn't really expecting that much hype, but there was plenty. So skied good, shot. Could have shot better, but still shot good and did my personal best, so I'm pretty stoked.
Starting first and second, Justine Brestad-Boucher of France missed 4, while Ingrid Landmark Tandervold of Norway missed 6 to fall from contention in the women's pursuit win. It all came down to a showdown between France's Lou Jean Monod and Italian Lisa Vitozzi, each with a single miss on the day. On the final shooting stage for the win, both went perfect, making the race a question of the final ski loop. But down the stretch, Jean Monod outlasted Vitozzi to take the third win of her career. Deidre Irwin missed 4 shots on the day to lead Team USA in 47th, while Margie Freed, in her first pursuit start, finished in 53rd.
It was a really fun crowd out there, and I was excited to do my first pursuit, and I was very happy to finish.
Emilien Jacquelin shot a perfect 10 for 10 to lead the men's pursuit by a margin of over 30 seconds at the halfway mark. Meanwhile, behind the resurgent Frenchman, Johannes Tingnes-Bø of Norway was on a clean shooting charge up the start order from bib 17. But Jacquelin would miss the final 3 shots of his third shooting stage and open the door for the chasers. Norway's Sturla Holm Lagereid took the lead by 2 seconds coming off the penalty loop as Bø came off the range clean for the third straight time. Jacquelin left the penalty loop in third, 10 seconds back. In the final shooting stage, the pressure got to everyone except Jacquelin, who knocked down all 5 of his final targets to lead into the final loop by 10 seconds over JT Bø, 13 ahead of Lagereid and 17 seconds ahead of Tarjei Bø. Halfway around the final lap, JT Bø caught and passed Jacquelin and never looked back, crossing the line alone for his 82nd career win. Behind, a scramble ensued with Tarjei Bø making it a Bø 1-2 atop the podium, with Jacquelin edging Lagereid for the final spot on the podium. Campbell Wright shot 16 for 20 to finish in 14th. Jake Brown hit 14 for 20 to finish 48th, and Sean Doherty missed 7 to finish 52nd, with Maxime Germain finishing in 54th for Team USA. That's your US Biathlon update from a successful, thrilling, and inspiring home World Cup in Utah. The IBU World Cup heads north to Canmore, Alberta, Canada, to end the 2024 season with a sprint, pursuit, and mass start next weekend. You can watch all the action live or on demand at Eurovision.com and follow the US Biathlon team at the link below. We'll be back next week with a rundown of the action from Canmore. I'm Chad Somla for US Biathlon.